you don't understand how many things end up in the ocean. We see it on our beaches every day, whether it's plastic, whether it's little pieces of metal. They end up in the ocean, they end up in our fish. And are they worth it for that one photo and for your moment? It's not necessarily meaningful enough, I believe, to put nature at risk, and that's something that has to be thought about. For example, there's been a trend of the paper lanterns, and they look so beautiful, and it's such a dramatic moment, and it's something that you want in your wedding photos, but you don't think about where that's landing.
Because eventually they don't just
disappear into the ether, or they do. The first time I ever encountered paper lanterns, I was actually in Thailand on a beach on vacation in 2007, and it was such a beautiful thing, and these beautiful paper lanterns went up into the atmosphere, and we asked the guy, well, where do they go in the end? And he said, well, they land in the ocean or they land in the forest, which is not such a great thing.
Especially when they're on fire.
Or the other thing is, and it's similar, is balloons. People will let the balloons go, and same thing, they end up in the ocean. Everything ends up in the ocean. I think that's the thing that we don't really think of, is everything ends up in the ocean, whether it's the glitter that you put in something or your balloons, they end up in the ocean one day, and that's there forever.
And for that one moment on your wedding day, think about photos as being the thing that lasts forever, but that balloon is going to last probably even longer than those photos do.
Do you really want the garbage in the ocean to be the legacy that you leave behind from your wedding? Probably not. And are those sort of rituals really meaningful enough that they should have that much of an impact? I think that there's a lot of trends that happen on Instagram, and trends are great, but if we haven't thought them out and there's nothing behind them, then I think we should rethink whether or not we're going to do that sort of thing, and think what sort of responsibility we have to our environment.
And living in a place like this, I imagine you see the impacts of that right on your back door.
Absolutely. You can't miss it here. It's such a beautiful and pristine place that the impact of anything even small is noticeable.